So, before I even start on this question, what?
When's the next Captain Toad level?
The next... I don't know, I can't tell the future. I, I don't even know if that's, like, a special condition thing, or if it's going to show up, naturally somewhere. Is this it? No, we did this already. And there's gambling, which is like, eh? Um... But anyways, I was gonna ask, like, I know that usually the question is, like, if you were gonna mix animals together, what would it be? But I was thinking of it in the sense of, like, if you could mix any sports together, what would it be? And there's no limit on that answer, by the way, that question, like, whether it's 2 sports or 3 sports, just, like, what do you think would be the most fun or, like, the most chaotic or...
Race car driving
Yeah.
and tennis.
I I could see that actually, because wasn't it? And I know that we were talking about Family Guy in the last episode. Didn't they do a car jousting thing? If you might be able to get a fire flower. Okay, you're already done.
I died.
Anyways, I had a few ideas, and I wanted to... Oh, you can't, like, shoot them with fire. Well, it's good to know as I'm, like, waiting for them to come into me. It would have been great to know that beforehand, but, Oh, yeah, that's right. Ground pounds? Poundies? Oh, there was a... Okay, we could have gotten a thing, but, how far back am I? I'm
You're
trying
dead.
to run forward, but, like, yeah?
Yeah.
I heard an oh no, but I assumed that everything was fine. Because it was off screen, you don't know how bad it is, so it's like, people could be maimed, people could be mangled, but they could still be alive. And that's the moral of the day. What was it gonna... Oh yeah, I was gonna start out with, like, the bad example before I moved on to the more, like, feasible ones. Because the very first thing I thought of, freaking psychopath that I am, so it's dodgeball, where, like, you know those baseball throwing machines that they have, where it, like, slides through the tube and then it, like, shoots out at you?
Yep.
So there's that, but, bowling balls instead. And then, what is this? Oh, yeah. So, like, you know how they... Oh, yeah, that's right. We needed that, like, cannon head thing to be able to bust through that. There's,
Cannon head.
You know, actually, I kind of wonder, like, there's not too many things with forward attacks that would be, like, strong enough, but, like, what if we were a cat and tried to bust open the wall? You think that's, Ah! I jumped a little too far. Depth perception is a thing. But yeah, how they say that you're not supposed to use your hands in soccer, I was like, what if, because you know those, talented people, like, I could never... Could I ever do it? It's been a while since I've even, like, used a soccer ball in any respect. But those talented people that can kick the soccer ball up onto their knee and then, like, vault it up higher into the air and do whatever with it, like, you have that, and you have, like, 2 or 3 designated people on each team that have cricket bats, you know, those ones with a flat side, to be able to hit it into the goal. I think that'd kind of be interesting, like, kind of a mix of soccer and baseball, I guess. And then, what was the next one?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, like, is hacky sack still a thing, or did it, like, die in the 2000s? Cause I was kind of mixing around in my head different variants of, like, say you have a group of 10, you have 3 to 4 sacks going around, kind of like hot potato, or like, musical hacky sacks, where you have 6 to 7 of them going around in a group of 10, and, if you don't have one, then you're out. And there could also be a thing where, like, you choose your battle song beforehand, preferably something like metal. for the instance of, like, if somebody gets 2 or 3 hacky sacks or whatever that they have to juggle, they have to do, like, a, 20 to 30 second, like, death round kind of challenge thing to a battle song of their choosing. What else? I thought I wrote, like, a whole lot more. Oh, yeah. And that's kind of interesting that you were talking about, like, tennis and race cars, because, my last idea, I want people to be playing tennis across, like, you know, those, well, pretty much any sport has to go across a long way, I think, like, the usual ones anyway, baseball, soccer, well, no, it like, the back and forth things, like soccer, basketball, football, stuff like that, I want people to be playing tennis, like, perpendicularly, crossing across the field, um... And then, how did I die?
You went too far off screen.
I've always found that weird how that considers as a death, because, like, it, but that's also kind of funny, too, in a way, with, like, object permanence being your downfall. But yeah, going back to where that question originated from, the animal question, like, if,
Oh no!
if you were going to mix animals together, what would it be? What would you want it to be?
A koala with something smarter. Let's go back. There's a star back there.
There is?
Yes.
Where? I didn't see one. What,
Wasn't there a star back here?
Oh, God.
I was pretty sure there was a star back here. I must have missed. My bad.
I know that I'm not saying anything. It's like I have to stifle it for the rest of the episode, but I have to go to the bathroom, like, right now. And I'm trying to see, like, if I can last the last 8 minutes. But
No,
you were
no,
saying you were saying a koala was something smarter. I don't know if it's smarter per se, but, I kind of want a koala and an elephant now that you've said that.
An elephant's definitely smarter than a koala.
Yeah?
Yes.
I think pretty much anything would be, wouldn't it? Especially if you're talking about the new, koala Pokemon that they made, Kamala, because it just sleeps all the time and that's it.
Oh no! I died.
What? What were you saying?
There is something behind that tree.
Good for you. I don't know what to say, really. But we've got to press on. I don't know why, but, like, I keep wanting to mix everything with spiders. Cause I don't know, maybe it's because, like, I keep going in and out of a obsession with monster art, and, like, going further than that, having an overabundance of things. Like, I've probably a number of times talked about my want to have, like, huge Titan-size, human faces where they're not supposed to be. Like, say that you're playing a game and you go to the bottom of the ocean and you turn your head and all of a sudden there's this, like, 500-foot big... Why? Human face just grinning at you from ear to ear. And it's like, it's not supposed to be there, and that's messed up. But, like, the other thing that I really like with monsters is the overabundance of things. Like, if, say, for example, an arm branched out of kind of like the middle part of your forearm, like halfway between the, halfway between your fingertips and your elbow, if that branched out into an arm that kept, like, branching out into a big, like, tumbleweed bramble of things, just, like, arms on hands and arms and hands.
Is that like that one picture where it's just a Whole bunch of fingers.
What picture with fingers? Like I'm glad that Elden Ring did that as a, I don't know if it's a boss because I haven't even bought the game yet, but I know that it's an enemy of some sort. It's like a hand with 10 fingers and it moves on its fingers like how you run on your legs.
Like that hand from the Addams Family?
Yeah, like the thing, but like if two hands mesh together like side by side.
Aww.
And before I knew that that was a thing, I was going to draw a kind of skeletal version of a hand, kind of like back to back, and then maybe have it, how some anime monster, like,
Wait, maybe if I jump and then you jump, you can bounce off
yeah,
my
is
head.
it possible to,
You jump.
Oh, wait, how did I twirl? I pressed, what would that be? B, I think? But it seems to only have, like, certain conditions to it. Because I've been trying to... Okay, I could probably just do this. I didn't even know we had one in reserve.
Why am I Tanuki now?
Because I kept popping things out and the Tanuki leaf fell on you. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, there's... What was I... Yeah, finishing out the, skeletal hand back-to-back spider monster that I was going to draw, but eventually gave up on, especially because hands are hard. I've always had a problem with hands, and, feet, because they're too, like, intricate. Like, Hands, I can do well, I guess, if I make it kind of like a Freddy Krueger knife finger kind of hand thing. Or like, no, it kind of looks more like the Grinch. You know, especially the Jim Carrey Grinch, where the hair kind of like goes further from the finger than you think it would. But feet, I always put in shoes. I'll come back around to that eventually. But yeah, it was because I was wondering if it should just be the hands or like an anime Monster Girl kind of thing, where like it's a centaur kind of thing, where like the human top half and the spider bottom half. What, the Boo Mansion?
No, there's a Captain Toad up there.
Oh. Oh yeah, like how... Okay, so we know where a Captain Toad is in the Ice World. I kind of want to go back maybe to the,
Sand World?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to do the map, but with the controller like this, I have the plus, and I think it said the minus was the map, so I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. I don't have that capability. Is there, Actually, I think if I remember from watching people play this, there might be a sand house that we can uncover, or like, this is just a toad house. But I keep getting pulled off track. There, other than hands, I keep trying to draw this eye monster, which is just like an orb with a whole bunch of, like, it's just covered in eyes, and it has a big mouth in the center, and I'm thinking maybe because this is bouncing, like something... Oh wait, what did I do? I pressed X, I think, for that. I'm trying to, like, maybe if I try to press A on all of the sandhouses or something. I thought that sandhouse was gonna do something. That's a little disappointing. What about this sandhouse? Does it... I thought something would pop up. I thought I was, like, doing something smart here, but whatever, it's
Maybe
whatever.
if we win the lottery.
Nah.
No? No gambling?
No gambling today. What was I saying about it? I just want to read this off.
Gambling.
Keep trying to draw this thing that's just an orb with all eyes, maybe a mouth. Sometimes I think about how frustrating that life must be, rolling around, hurting its eyes all over the place. If I was nice, I would allow it to float, but niceties are a commodity I'd unfortunately can't afford. I went to the ice world. Did you go back to the sand world when I wasn't looking?
What are you talking about? I can't control. Oh. I only can jump.
That's weird about that, because I had the controller in my hands, and the only way that you would be able to do that is if you grab the controller out of my hands. But, like, I know that's not the case, so I'm just lost. I'm lost, Toad.
Go to another one. Let's get closer to that one question mark. Well, we might be to pipe to that other place so we can do the Captain Toad level.
Yeah, the other thing in the other place with stuff in the other thing?
Yeah, let's go to the new house.
So, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore or how good this was, but it's been 15 minutes and I'm gonna say my, like, comment, subscribe, enjoy stuff, don't enjoy stuff, it's at your own, leisure or whatever. Goodbye. I will see you in the next video and stuff.